up, players? It's the morning after with Nick and Big J. Welcome to Monday. It's the 20th day of October, 2025. My name is Nick. There's Big J right over there.
Yep.
It feels like this month is screaming by. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay. Now, it has been a busier than most Octobers for you and I, and so maybe that plays a factor in it. But it felt like yesterday was X-Fest, and it's already the 20th of October.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have any kind of time traveling abilities. If I do, I have not mastered them yet.
No.
And quite frankly, they're wasted on me. But if I do, I certainly hope I wouldn't be using it to skip random days in a random month of October. I would hopefully I use those powers for much, much more powerful and sinister things.
Yeah, or more important.
Yeah. Not just having me lose time for like 15 days. That doesn't feel like I'm using that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's not the case, and it's just things are breezing by. But it could be, again, because we have lots of things going on. I mean, listen, we're giving away $500 a day, Big J. This is the last week for that. You should understand that, everybody. Final week of textual healing, courtesy of Dollar Loan Center. So if you want to cash in on that $500 and you have been procrastinating, this is the week you want to take advantage of that. So that's on our agenda today. Big J, we have a chance to check in with Mrs. Big J in what feels like forever as well.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And so we'll get a weekend grade from you, and sounds like you've been living high on the hog the last couple weeks, knowing you don't have to get checked in for a weekend grade. So you've been kind of maxing, relaxing, and we'll see what you did this weekend. What did you do this weekend?
Second grade. Did quite a bit. We had a busy Friday evening, so I did help with that a little bit.
Nice.
There was my nephew got engaged to his girlfriend, so there was an engagement party.
Opa.
So he and Sienna are getting married, so we had a little fun there. But yeah, Saturday was I was busy cleaning stuff up and doing some backyard work. Finally got to the backyard, Nick.
Nice, dude.
I would have finished the whole yard, but I was interrupted by the wife. So we'll see how this plays out.
Okay.
Because I have a little beef with her getting in the middle of my chores on Saturday.
Okay.
We'll see how that plays out.
Great.
And what she wants to lay out as my grade.
All right.
What I'm saying is
you're prepared.
There's a fight coming.
You're prepared with the whatever didn't happen is your fault defense.
No, but I will tell you the actual truth of what happened. I wanted to get stuff done, and she's like, no, I'll do this late. Well, you can come back. And I'm like, okay. And then it got too late.
Too late.
But, yeah, so we'll see. There could be a fight coming. She asked me, what do you think your grade should be? And I said, an A+.
Well, that's the only answer you're going to give.
No, that's not true. If it was the week before, like, didn't give me a grade?
You wanted A-.
Total C. Total C-.
Of course, and then today is the start of a little thing called the X-Rock Murder Mystery.
What?
The first clue in the X-Rock Murder Mystery presented by Watson's Mystery Cafe will come your way at 7:30. Prepare yourselves, detectives. We need your help, and there's a big prize on the line. Plus, we play some music, so let's get started with some Alice in Chains. Rooster is going to kick things off here on the morning after with Nick and Big J on the X-Rocks.
Important stuff.
Launch newsfeed.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Important stuff brought to you by Boo at the Zoo this weekend, man. The Treasure Valley's best Halloween tradition returns. Boo at the Zoo is going on this Saturday and this Sunday, the 25th and the 26th. So bring the whole family out for trick-or-treating candy stations. They got costume contests for all ages, some sweet Halloween stuff happening with the zoo animals. And the X is going to be out there on Sunday. Liv and Adam going to be out there handing out candy to the kids, having some fun. So join us for Boo at the Zoo. It's presented by Delta Dental of Idaho and supported by Idaho Pizza Company. And, of course, Big J, this very radio station that you're on right now.
Yeah.
100.3 The X. Big J, unfortunately, I had to break some sad news to you yesterday. And then the story kind of went large and global, and that is former Boise State Bronco great Doug Martin. Also a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and at the time, the Los Angeles Raiders, passed away on Saturday morning, according to his family. He was only 36 years old, dude.
Yeah.
His family released a statement saying that he passed away Saturday morning. Cause of death is currently unconfirmed. They're asking for privacy at this particular time as they continue to heal and figure out what the hell happened. So hopefully we'll get some details. But whatever happened can't be great at 36. You know what I mean?
Yep.
One of the best running backs in school history at Boise State. Agree or disagree on that?
Yeah, and he doesn't get brought up enough.
True.
I think it was because it was a while ago, but dude was a solid. I mean, he was just there every play, could do it all: run, pass, catch, block, and was such a great dude. And in the off season would do security at the Knitting Factory.
Yeah,
He was a bouncer.
Yeah.
So we all got to know him quite a bit
Yes.
from that and those experiences. So it's a major bummer, man.
4 years with the Broncos, still in the school's top 10 in career rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, rushing attempts, yards per carry. People forget he was a first-round draft pick, one of the first of Boise State to be in there. I believe it was the same year that Kyle got taken as well by the Jets. So he went 31st overall to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then people also forget how huge he was those first 4 years in Tampa Bay. I mean, he had a huge couple of years. Two-time Pro Bowler, first one-team All-Pro, which is much easier, much more difficult to do than being in a Pro Bowl. And then he left for the Raiders, had one good season there, and unfortunately just injuries kind of took over, and that was that. He was named to the Buccaneers top 50 of all time for his numerous achievements. That was part of the team's 50th anniversary. He had played. It's crazy. That's the other thing. How sadly short his NFL career was, because it felt like he was a stud, but he only played for 6 seasons. But when he was out there, he was doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rough when he was in Oakland. That's for sure, because that team was bad. But,
Well, that's where most players go to end their careers, unfortunately.
of course. Listen, over 5,000 yards in his NFL career, 30 touchdowns, had a bunch of catches as well. So had a great career, and certainly, I don't think I would consider him a close friend, but we knew him outside of the football field, and just a legitimately nice dude.
Yep.
And I was really bummed to find out about his passing on yesterday. And so certainly our thoughts are with his family and his friends, because we know a couple of people that are really close with Doug Martin. And certainly that made me really bummed out. So rest in peace, sir. You were a good man, and I'm sorry that you are gone so soon. Big J, F1 racing fans are having a nice little time. Their sport is starting to get some mainstream kind of acceptance. There was a movie starring Brad Pitt called F1. Maybe you've heard of it. And now they're going to have their own damn streaming service, Big J. If you're going to want to watch F1, you're going to have to pay for it. Apple TV, already the home of Major League Soccer, has signed a 5-year deal for the exclusive U.S. rights to F1. After the sport's popularity increased in recent years, after airing on ESPN, that's going to all go away. If you are going to want to watch your F1, you're going to have to start paying for it, baby.
Well,
and paying for Apple TV.
The success of that show on Netflix, it was like,
Also
that was apparent that was going to happen one day.
But listen, I guess at this point you have to kind of pay for ESPN too, so it's not like truly that different. It's just an additional streaming service if you don't already have access to Apple and you are a huge F1 fan. That's what you're going to have to do. Big J, it is spooky season. Probably shouldn't surprise you that Black Phone 2 was the #1 movie of the weekend, but it did surprise as to how many people went to go see it. They were expecting a 15 to 16 open weekend. They got 26.5 million. You enjoyed Black Phone 1, correct?
I don't remember.
Okay. I know you saw it for Streaming Dumbass, and I thought it was one that you gave a thumbs up to, with Ethan Hawke as the grabber, I believe is his name in these movies. Because he grabs people, I'm guessing.
He grabs them.
And
His
so
phone call.
I have not seen Black Phone 1, but Black Phone 2 did really well at the box office. They're happy about that. On the flip side of that, they are not happy with the number that Tron Ares made in its second weekend. Only $11 million. It's about a 60% drop, which is not great for the Disney franchise. Good Fortune opened at number 3, Big J, the other new movie of the weekend. One battle after another, still in the top 5 at number 4 with $4 million, and then Roofman sitting at number 5 with $3.7 million. So now you have your official Halloween kind of like box office, because there's no other like real horror movies that open up here in the next couple of weeks, which surprises me. It's usually a pretty easy way to cash in if you are a studio, but only Black Phone's doing it this month, which is crazy. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. It is the X-Rocks.
Here's traffic inside the
Big J, we talk about this a lot, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there apparently is an organized crime ring around this particular thing. But as they become ridiculously expensive over the last couple of years. I'm talking about Legos, Big J.
Yeah.
If you go into a Lego store or you try to buy a Lego set, the more elaborate, the more pop culture related it is, the more expensive, the more collector edition it can become. And so there's a lot of money in the Lego world right now. So I guess I'm not necessarily surprised, but I guess I'm surprised by the scale of the operation. That in Santa Rosa, California, police arrested 39-year-old Robert Lopez. He apparently is the head of a huge Lego theft operation. Officers recovered tens of thousands of stolen Lego sets, worth about $60,000 from his residence. Big J. And the write-up got a write-up in the New York Times because it kind of showcased how huge Legos have become. And the New York Times article described it as like a Lego crime scene. Apparently, there were plastic figurines everywhere. And he had it like, so like everything was like super organized, you know? Like there was like, you know, a gigantic bin full of Lego person bodies. And there was another bin full of several different heads separated by facial expression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apparently, he directed accomplices to steal Lego sets from retailers, including Target and Walmart. He then repackaged and then resold those pieces online, some at inflated prices, some at discount prices. Of course, he was getting them free because they were stealing them, so there was still money to be said. So now he faces charges of organized retail theft and conspiracy to commit a felony. He could be facing 3 years in prison because of Legos, Big J. Of course, if you're not aware, Legos can go for hundreds of dollars in the box retail-wise. And then if they sell out or they become collector's editions, you're talking thousands upon thousands of dollars. There apparently are some that are in like the Harry Potter world and even some that are collector's edition Star Wars that are worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, geez.
If you can get a complete set in the secondary market because they are so rare. So it's crazy how much money is in the Lego world. It probably shouldn't be surprising that there was somebody trying to take advantage of that. But the, I guess, lengths of which they went to in order to create this Lego crime empire was something that I was surprised about and how organized the operation was. But I guess if you want to be good at something, Big J, you got to make sure you're organized, right?
Yeah.
Spreadsheets, separate bins.
To get caught.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that happened. He did have accomplices, so I imagine somebody getting pinched for stealing at a Walmart, ratting you out probably isn't exactly that uncommon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, I don't want to go to jail over Legos. I was just doing this for Robert. He's got this whole scam going on.
Tell us more.
Okay. Will you let me go?
Maybe.
Can I get diplomatic immunity?
Diplomatic immunity.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. We're going to check in with Mrs. Big J and find out how Big J's weekend really was. That's going to happen next on the X Rocks. Breaking Benjamin, Diary of Jane here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Feels like it's been a while since we have checked in with the better half of our own Big J. We usually check in on Mondays to find out how Big J's weekend really was. We kind of got a kind of makeshift detailed report of Big J's weekend from the man himself, but we welcome on Kylie. Good morning, Kylie. How are you?
Doing good, thank you.
Thank you for getting up early and joining us. Big J said he finally tackled the backyard this weekend. Is that true in your eyes?
It is. It happened on Saturday, and it took him most of the entire day to do the backyard.
I mean, that's not true. I was just back there like an hour and a half. It was the whole day.
Oh, no. You had to do like multiple rounds. You had to go in there. And then you had to it took like through the day. It took from like, 9, 10 a.m. to 3, 4? Like it was a long time.
I didn't get started on that until we got back from my sister's. So.
Okay. I apologize then. But it seemed like a long time you were back there.
Well, it felt like it, but it wasn't that long.
But he did attack it, which I guess is a good start, right?
Yeah, it's super mowed and low, and I go, look at the yard. I couldn't believe how much it looked different. I go, look how low it is. Looks like it's sunken almost. But yes, it looked amazing.
Very nice.
It was dangerous.
What do you mean?
Back there. It was like a jungle. I didn't know if there was going to be animals back there or whatnot, but...
Were there?
No.
Okay, good.
Tennis balls, though. That wasn't fun.
I bet with the dogs no longer back, there were probably a lot of leftovers, right?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, where did that come from?
You didn't pick any up in the Ryobi, did you?
Yeah, no, it went through the lawnmower,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no.
Because
Oh,
it was one that
no.
I missed. There was a couple others that I found, but I missed in my... So everything's okay, though.
Good. No shrapnel was taken by you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Anything else happen of note this weekend, Kylie?
I mean, he did some cleaning on Sunday that I want to call anniversary level. He made the bed, which was shocking, and I heard the vacuum going in our bedroom, and I'm like, what is going? I mean, I got real excited. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. He cleaned his side of the bed. It was really nice.
Did it last
was
week,
Very
too?
nice.
Wait, what does
Did
that
it the
mean?
week
You
before.
cleaned your side of the bed.
I don't know. Just a couple things. Just rearrange some things. I don't know.
Is his side of the bed messy, Kylie? Is that what's going on?
Oh, it is.
Okay.
It is. He has a pile of clothes. He has on his nightstand, he'll have bowls or cups or wrappers. The collection of things over there.
What's going on over there, Big J?
Nothing. Just regular everyday things. And every weekend I clean it. But I don't get credit for it every weekend.
Well, you rarely make the bed. It's nice that you took the initiative.
But I do. I put my side up, but I can't make the bed because I leave at 4 a.m.
No, I get it. I understand. There's usually somebody in the bed when you leave. I understand it's difficult to make the bed, but I mean, maybe is it a weekend activity that you do on the regular?
Well, it depends. But yeah, I was using the vacuum because the laundry room or the cat litter. There was a lot of cat litter spillage.
Okay.
So it was like, I'm going to clean this up. But she's leaving out the one part about cleaning the garage, about getting the motorcycle out. You forgot about that part.
We did get Kyle's motorcycle. He started it. We drove it over, and he had a field day, me following behind him. He's like, take photos of me. He really enjoyed driving this little rocket motorcycle.
I posted a picture of me on Instagram, Nick, on this motorcycle because it's much smaller than my motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
It's a fat guy in a little bike, dude.
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah, it was a great time.
Okay.
And it was like, I told her, I'm like, that's a bad idea because now I want more motorcycles. I don't have to have the same kind.
You needed to clean out the garage to get Kyle's bike out? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it was one of the things. It still have some stuff over at our house.
Sure.
And so that was taking up a lot of the some of the space. So we got that out of there.
Very nice. So the teamwork.
We're like just a little bit. We're one step closer to having that cleaned out where we can fit a car in again.
Oh.
Which will be nice for the winter.
All right. Well, winter goals, Big J. You got it. So, Kylie, we need a letter grade for your husband for the weekend, please.
He gets an A.
Hey!
Yeah, I knew it! I
We're
told you!
proud. You did. You said A+, but
Well,
it was certainly nice to get
hyperbole.
an A. Agree or disagree, Big J? You can have your success, your victory
Yeah.
speech right now.
Yeah, no, I wish I... See, here's the thing. The whole lawn didn't get done. The front yard I still need to address because I ran out of time. Had I had the extra time, we spent some time with my sisters, I would have been able to get it mostly done, but...
Hey, listen,
We'll
stuff
shoot
to do
for
for
that
next
next
weekend.
weekend. Yeah.
See?
It rained on Sunday, so I couldn't do it.
It did. And so you have a wonderful excuse to skip out on any lawn work because of the rain.
Yeah.
Kylie, as always, we appreciate you getting up and talking about your husband. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care.
You too.
Love you.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your Big J Weekend Gray. We got some important stuff. It's next on the...
After with Nick and Big J.
Big J, we both have been in Idaho for a while. You longer than I, for sure.
Yeah.
But neither of us were born here in the state of Idaho.
Nope.
At some point in our lives, we have migrated here. And that puts us in a category of an American that moved from one state to another at some point in our life. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
There is a new study out there that says Americans who do that at some point in their life enjoy better health as they age. The Journal of Ethics Studies said that older adults who stayed in their birth state had up to 22% higher odds of disability than those who moved around. According to the lead researcher at the University of Toronto, they say they analyzed about 10 years of data from 5.4 million different studies, Big J. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
And education explained part of the difference, but not all, according to the lead researcher. Basically, what they found out was the one thing that's most likely to take you from point A to point B in your life is you've decided to take up schooling in another part of the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You decided
That
to
makes
move.
sense.
So it made me move out of Wisconsin. I took up schooling in Arizona. That's the first time I had gotten out of there. And so that's one of the reasons why you move out of your home state for whatever reason. And so if you have that particular side of things, you're moving around, maybe that helps you get more active or take up more health. The point is, Big J, can you imagine the tubs of lard we'd be if we stayed in Montana and Wisconsin collectively?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not exactly the future of health now, but imagine what it would have been.
Probably would have been a meth head.
What makes you say that?
Oh, small town, you know.
Yeah. It would have found you eventually. Even though ingrained in you is not even once. You think that at some point it would have.
That was an Idaho drug policy.
Fair enough.
And advertising and all that. I don't know if Montana does that.
Fair enough. So thank goodness you moved out of Montana, I guess is my point.
Amen. I miss it, though, but amen.
You get to go back more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a place that you can revisit. When you do, does the meth call your name?
No.
Then you're all right, dude.
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're okay. I wouldn't worry about it. Big J, the Broncos had a big win on Saturday on the blue against UNLV. The undefeated team came in. The Broncos came through pretty nicely. Final score 56-31, grabbing a dominant win thanks to the second half. I mean, listen, it was a lot closer in the first half. Broncos jumped out to a 14-3 lead in the first quarter. Then it was 28-17 in the second quarter, but then all of a sudden, on come the Rebels, and it was 28-24 at halftime, and everybody's like, boy, it's high scoring, but it might be a little bit closer than we like. But that's when Madsen went to work and had a really good and really strong second half. With about 5 minutes left, the Broncos won, or were ahead 56-24. Then the Rebels threw on a nice little late touchdown, but not a bad 56-31 victory for the Broncos on the blue. Congratulations to them. Madsen had about 253 yards on 14 for 23 passing. Broncos had almost 300 yards rushing as well. Total offensive almost 600 yards. So it was quite the performance on Saturday. And then Madsen went and got engaged over the weekend, too. Congratulations.
Oh, nice, man.
May he
with that haircut
and his future wife find themselves very, very happy. And hopefully the success continues throughout the year. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, agreed. And the big news here, I think, is the Bronco running game getting back on track. And hopefully that continues next week at the lowly Nevada Wolfpack.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see them dominate on the road. Dylan Riley had a great game. Career high 201 yards for the Broncos on the run game. So, yeah, it was a really good game, all facets. And congratulations to the Broncos for playing well. Big J, I am a Michael Mann fan. You are as well, I believe, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
He says he's going to lean heavily on artificial intelligence and de-aging technology for his upcoming film, Heat 2. And that makes me very, very nervous. He has penned a sequel to the 1995 crime drama, considered to be, by a lot of people, one of the best action movies of all time. I mean, it certainly has one of the best heist scenes that you have put together on film. And he wants to put this all together. He says that he'll do whatever it takes to get him the shots that he needs. Of course, the film follows Val Kilmer's character after the original's ending and flashes back to 1988. And he says that Val Kilmer is still going to play a big part in Heat 2. And this gives me the heebie-jeebies. I do not like
I don't know what that means.
I don't like it.
Clearly, it's something that Val had a hand in, had to have.
Well, I mean, listen, that or his estate has signed off on it. One of the two.
Right.
I don't know what it was, but this has been in the works for a while, and this is something that Michael Mann really wants to do. But, I think de-aging and those kind of things, when kind of sprinkled in, is okay. But anytime it's leaned on really, really hard, it looks far, far too cartoony to me for me to take any kind of movie seriously. And that's still in the year 2025. I'm trying to think of exactly... The one that I can think of that's most recent is The Irishman. I know you didn't watch that, but I love Martin Scorsese. He's really good at what he does as well, but he leaned on that a lot with Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro in that movie, and it takes you out of it because it looks like they're cartoony and weird, and they still walk like an 80-year-old man, but look like they're 40,
right.
And it's not like it's something that your brain can wrap your head around. Or if they tried to do it in other movies, Star Wars has been doing this a lot. It still looks a little cartoony to me. They tried it with Indiana Jones. It looked cartoony to me. So I know that's just me, but I worry if you're going to lean that hard in your major character is essentially going to be somebody that has passed away in real life. That's got to be tough, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to look.
I don't either. And I don't know if it makes any kind of sense to put it together, but Michael Mann is a difficult man to change his mind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Probably get on the horn with him.
Should I make a call?
Yeah.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. Coming up next, Big J, the first clue in the X-Rock murder mystery.
Damn, already?
Buckle up, get ready, and put on your detective hats because it's going to come in handy. That's next on the X-Rocks.
Bringing to light stories that are incredibly f***ed up. Oh man, we're going to hell.
Rotten hell, you worthless maggot!
The morning after with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X Rocks.
We are going to Kearney, New Jersey for today's We're Going to Hell story.
Huh.
Now, I believe this is an important detail to the story. I have never been, but have you ever shopped at a Marshall's?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it like a Ross where they have everything kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Or is it like a particular type of store?
I would say it's like more of a home goods store. I
Okay.
think less on the apparel,
Okay.
but they do have apparel as well.
Fair enough.
A little bit of everything there.
I think that particularly draws an importance into the story because of what follows. So it's basically a random weekday in Kearney, New Jersey, and there's lots of people at the Marshalls buying stuff, right?
Yeah.
This particular Marshalls in Kearney has self-checkout lines, okay? So that's another thing to keep in mind. We have 25-year-old Amber Thompson who has rolled into the Kearney, New Jersey just to purchase one thing, right? She has made her decision and she is standing in line in the self-checkout lane. The person in front of her at the self-checkout line has decidedly more items to check out. And a lot of them apparently are clothing and small pieces of clothing. And this poor woman is having a real hard time trying to find all these scanning codes, right? And so she's taking a little while
Taking forever.
at the self-checkout. And so things are getting a little chippy in the Marshall's line, right? Basically, she's like, hey, come on. I've only got one item. What the hell's going on? What's taking you so long to scan these codes? How many pieces of clothes do you got? Et cetera, et cetera.
You're starting to get harassed.
Yeah, they kind of get into it a little bit. Because, listen, it's New Jersey. Nobody's backing down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like prison rules.
Right. So they're getting a little bit of an argument into the Marshall's line. That after she has completed her order and has scanned all of her things and paid up for all of her items, Big J, her and her two children leave the store and probably say something not so nice to Amber on the way out. I don't know. But whatever happened, Amber was heated. Now, I have withheld the item that Amber had come into the Marshalls to purchase because it plays a role in what happens next, Big J. The one thing that Amber was trying to get at the Marshalls was a brand new set of knives. And apparently what happened in the Marshalls checkout line angered her so much that she was going to turn those knives into real knives and not like knives for food. So after she purchased a set of knives, she took one out of the packaging, Big J, ran out into the parking lot, chased the victim down, and stabbed her several times in the back.
Jesus. That's attempted murder.
The victim was rushed to the hospital, non-life-threatening injuries, thank goodness. But after what happens next is really weird. So I don't know if like reality sunk in or whatever, but after Amber did the stabbing, she ran back inside of the Marshalls and then just like hunkered down in the fetal position in the bathroom of the Marshalls with the bloody knife. She left the knife on top of the baby changing station there, which of course is where all knives go.
Yeah. Safety first.
And now she is facing numerous charges, including aggravated assault, attempted murder, several weapons charges. The Marshalls is like, damn. I mean, like, we didn't think that self-checkout was going to cause this kind of irritation. So who knows what's going on? The incident remains under investigation. But a reminder, this is not how we settle our arguments. You understand? If you're going there for a purpose to buy knives, you don't turn one of those knives into a stabbing weapon. I mean, sure, you can with a knife, but that's not what you're supposed to do, right?
Right? No.
Those knives are for food. Maybe there was a wedding gift or something. And now Amber, who's 25 years old, probably going to be spending a very long time in prison because.
Yeah.
So don't let the self-checkout line do this to you. Sometimes people are going to take longer than others. You should know this. Like if you're standing behind somebody that looks like they're struggling with technology, run to another self-checkout lane.
Yeah, or if they're old.
I was trying to do it the nice way, but I know you've had problems with old people at the store.
God, man.
It's a
Get out of the way.
It's a real problem for you. Morning After
It'll
with
be me soon enough.
Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. It is the X Rocks.
She a legend.
Important stuff.
What's going on in the news today?
The Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Big J, friendship is rare.
Yeah.
And it turns out as you get older, it can be even more difficult to find.
Oh.
Forming new friendships, forming friendships that last, forming friendships that are outside of your close circle of your family. Those can prove to be difficult things sometimes, depending on what your social life is like. You understand?
Yeah.
But it probably shouldn't surprise you that, according to the University of Michigan, if you've got close friends in your life, somebody that is outside of your family that you can spend time with and enjoy being around, that will increase your happiness and give you purpose as you get older. You understand, Big J?
Damn, purpose, man.
Practical support, like, maybe helping a buddy move or making sure you have somebody there that has your back with something going on, leads to positive emotions and can help to lead to better mental health in your life as you get older. Especially when you're like your 70s or 80s and you're towards, listen, you're in the toilet of your life.
Yeah.
Who are we kidding here, right? And you're like, man, you know what? Friendship is still there. It feels good. Participants in this study basically involved 18,000 different adults anywhere from the age of 50 to 74, and they tracked their moods and social interactions for 3 hours for nearly a week. And they found out that, listen, despite your gender, despite your background, despite your ethnicity, it actually helps you feel better about yourself, your life, everything around you when you have that friendship and you spend time with friends, Big J.
Damn.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can be difficult sometimes for you to get out and have those kind of, rubbing elbows with your buddies, but it does pay dividends in the long run, especially as you get up there in your years, Big J. So, time to cash in those friendship checks. You know what I mean?
I need to find them.
You've got friends.
No, I do.
Oh, you mean your friendship check?
Yeah, the checks.
Yeah, those might have bounced. Big J, listen, we haven't talked about it, but we probably should. The Los Angeles Dodgers are headed to the World Series.
Yeah, they just devastated your Brewer.
Yeah, it was a brutal series as a Brewer fan, where your team didn't even put up a fight. But even as disappointed as I was in my team and their performance in the championship series, I got to give it up to the Dodgers. More importantly, if you watched it all Game 4 on Friday, you saw probably the best individual game a player has ever played in the history of the sport when it comes to Shohei Ohtani. Yeah. He had a crazy Game 4. He was the starting pitcher, struck out 10, allowed like 3 hits over the innings he was in. That's amazing enough. That pitching staff has been lights out all series long. Nothing new there. But then the dude went out and cranked 3 home runs.
I mean, he won the game himself.
Yes. He became the first pitcher with multiple home runs in a postseason game in Major League history. That's never, ever happened before. But, we're talking about, the amount of players that hit 3 home runs in a postseason game is 10. The amount of people with 10 strikeouts in a postseason game is 25. You've got a guy that's done both in one game. That's never happened. That's never happened before.
That also, it's not a fluke.
No, he's great.
So it's not like, it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
He's continuing to show that even after a year off of pitching, he can still do both.
Yeah.
At a very high level.
And a serious surgery, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you're curious. That's why he hasn't been pitching. But, a lot of talking heads are debating. We can end the debate. It is the greatest game ever by any player in Major League history. It's bonkers what he did. And so to see that, baseball, more so than a lot of other sports out there, is a team sport. You can have an amazing individual effort and rarely end up being on the winning side of it or whatever. But this is a dude that single-handedly won that game for the Dodgers and did some amazing things. So he deserves all the accolades he could ever get. It was bonkers to see. I was very upset watching it, but you still had to turn when the game was done. I was like, my God, that actually happened in an actual professional sporting event. It's crazy. It's crazy. Big J, were you ever a Blondie fan? Before your time, or did you not care?
No, before my time? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, Blondie was big in like the early 80s, so you weren't really into...
but I went and saw Blondie. I forget who she was opening for. It was some show at the Knitting Factory. It was wonderful. They were great.
They're great.
Great.
There has been talks for a while that there could be a Debbie Harry biopic based on, obviously the icon that she was in the musical era in that time. And Deborah Harry says she has the perfect person. She wants to play her in a movie that comes out. And that's one of your favorites, Big J, Florence Pugh.
Oh, yeah.
She'd love to see her portray her in a potential biopic. She said she'd be in heaven if that were the case. She thinks she's a great actor and could do anything. Of course, Pugh, for the record, who already has an Oscar nomination under her belt, said that she would love to play Harry in a movie. Not that there's like a script being shopped around or anything like that, but it's been in talks for a while, so maybe with star power like that attached, you could get a Debbie Harry biopic. You've kind of been lukewarm on biopics in the past. Would this be one you'd be interested in?
Yeah, maybe.
Just because it's got Florence Pugh in it?
Damn right.
All right. I know you like her work, and so you can possibly see this coming soon to a theater near you. No promises, though. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. We got your Pop Culture Smackdown. It's going to happen next on the X.
Here's traffic.
Pop Culture Smackdown. On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Yep, and big show tomorrow night at the Knitting Factory. Kubla Khan TX, one of the hottest bands in the hardcore genre right now. Sold out show. You will get to see them for free. You just have to get on the horn here, beat Caller X, and beat me in Pop Culture Smackdown. And it's yours.
Pretty cool. Do you think you can do it? Then prove it. Get on the phone, 208-287-1003. You will have to best Big J in order to claim this prize, but once that prize becomes yours, it cannot be taken away from you. Do you understand, Big J?
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hello, X. Hey, who's this? All right, you're up first. Mike Judge famously created what MTV animated duo that are huge heavy metal fans?
Oh, it's one on the Beavis and Butthead.
Right. That is correct. You're taking on Big J. Cool. Big J, who is the voice of Jessie the Cowgirl in all the Toy Story movies and TV shows? I believe there's like a Baker's dozen.
Jessie the Cowgirl.
Yeah, Woody's love interest.
Woody's love interest. I'm going to go with Kathleen Turner.
Wrong.
Got no idea.
You think Kathleen Turner would sound great as the voice of Jessie the Cowgirl?
Yeah.
No. That's not
literally, correct. I think I've watched maybe 2 Toy Story movies.
That's a damn shame.
I know.
But still, third build in this movie, but that does not help you in any way, shape, or form, clearly.
Give me some initials.
JC.
Jesus Christ?
Right.
That is correct. The voice of Jessie the Cowgirl. Our Lord and Savior. Congratulations. You know the answer, sir?
No.
It's Joan Cusack, everybody.
Right.
Oh, Joan Cusack.
Joan Cusack voices Jessie.
I did know that somewhere
the Cowgirl in all of the Toy Story stuff. Congratulations, sir. Kubla Khan TX tickets are yours. Hang on one second. We'll make sure you're all good to go there. And we will have some headlines. They are coming up next on the X Rocks.
News you can barely use. It's headlines on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows, Big J. You're not alone. Like a damn movie, and better safe than slimy.
You are not alone.
A Florida man is facing charges after stealing a car at a Brevard County gas station, but then quickly returning it. Why would he return it, Big J?
Smells.
Close. There's a little baby inside, dude.
Oh.
53-year-old William Mullis drove off with the vehicle while the owner was inside at a convenience store, leaving a 1-year-old in the back seat. Surveillance video shows Mullis reversing back moments later as the child's mom ran to the car. He then fled on foot, but was later arrested. He remains in jail without bond, scheduled to appear before a judge next month. Florida law prohibits a child under 6 leaving them unattended in a car for more than 15 minutes, but apparently she had just walked inside to do something, obviously pay for gas or grab something inside, who knows. But the case does highlight, Big J, how quickly situations involving children can turn dangerous.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
So watch out, man. Thank goodness that, I mean, I'm not saying he was a good criminal, but, I mean, that could have gotten a lot worse than it did, right? He brought it back.
I'll say he should get a little leniency for that.
Okay.
Like, I mean, because not everybody might have done that.
That is correct.
I mean, babies probably get a lot of money for him out there.
You instantly think that baby's going on the black market?
Well, what you do if you're just like stealing a car and there's a baby in it, you either return it or put the baby on the black market.
No, you raise that baby as your own, and then it's a very confused adult, you see?
God.
Like a damn movie or better safe than slimy?
Better safe than slimy.
Poison control officers in the Phoenix area are urging people, please stop licking toads.
Oh, God.
Following some recent heavy rain, some unexpected visitors started hopping up in parks and backyards. That's toads, of course. Sonoran desert toads, to be precise. Now, these slimy amphibians do create and secrete a powerful neurotoxin that contains psychoactive compounds that are also featured in that ayahuasca stuff that's out there. You know what I'm talking about? As a result, some folks have been licking the toads to get high, but doing so can be dangerous and even deadly. So now the Poison Control and Drug Information Center there in Phoenix has issued a warning about licking the toads, telling people not to do it. They're also warning about toxic mushrooms that have popped up as well, also from the heavy rain. So stay away from them. Just in case you're curious, it's probably not something you should do. Don't be licking toads.
Yeah, don't be a toad licker.
What do you think this is? Friendship? It's not how that works. It didn't work for him. It won't work for you. You understand?
Yes.
Thank you. Wrap it up with Like a Damn Movie. Thieves carried out a bold robbery at the Louvre Museum in Paris over the weekend, Big J.
Yeah.
Stealing priceless Napoleonic jewels within minutes. Officials said the group used a basket lift to reach a window, forced entry, and then smashed 2 display cases, basically in a 4-minute operation. The theft took place in the Apollyon Gallery, just 250 meters from the Mona Lisa. You know what that is in American space, Big J?
250 meters?
Yeah.
Probably like 400 yards.
Pretty close. They targeted France's royal collection. The suspects then fled on scooters, also something you could do in Europe. Not really something you do here. Among the stolen items were 2 imperial crowns, including one belonging to Empress Eugene. One crown set with emeralds was later found broken outside. Police closed the museum for a day and then launched a forensic investigation. It's like the damn Thomas Crown affair, Big J.
Yeah, it has to be, man. It's the Louvre.
I mean, that's crazy. That's like the biggest museum in the world. And they straight up were successful at it for the most part, which is even crazier, right?
Yeah, apparently there was construction going on, and they used that as cover. I mean, we could have said that. Like, listen, hey, security guys, you got to keep a laser eagle eye on this construction stuff happening because that's how you're going to get robbed.
I mean, it really is like every heist movie ever.
I will take my consultant fee right now. Thank you.
It's too late. I mean, they've already robbed the place. You can't post-consult after a rob.
I just did.
But you can't charge him for it, I guess, is my point. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. We got another $500 coming your way with Textual Healing. It's the final week. Your first keyword of the day next on the X Rocks. Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of, here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. And Big J, sometimes we have realizations we need to make in our lives, dude.
Yeah, and for that for myself anyways is getting older, Nick, hitting that 50-year mark is that will be coming hard and fast the next year, next August. But here's the things that remind you, aside from the album releases that have come up here lately, it's like 30 years, 40 years of this and that. Dave and Buster's, Nick, have come up with something that they want to do to help, get some folks into Dave and Buster's, and they're calling it the Silver Hours, Nick.
Okay.
And they're trying to reach those 50 and older. So, 50-year plus crowd. The Silver Hours are from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and guests 50 and older can now get a 10% discount, Nick,
dude,
on food, non-alcoholic drinks, and game activity purchases.
That's prime Big J time frame right there, dude.
Yes, but for you as well. Like, I mean, you're not that far off from me, just a year.
No, but
and so
you probably don't go to Dave & Buster's much, right?
Well, no.
Still
I mean,
my
it's-
kid's favorite hangout. So
Yeah.
I am there, not, I wouldn't say fairly regularly, but I'm there several times a year for sure.
But here's the reason why that they're leaning into this is because that nearly 30% of video game players are now 50 years and older.
Yeah. It's great.
And so,
You
know,
got to be old and rich to afford video games these days.
that is true. If you at least if you want a console,
Yeah.
for crying out loud, aside from the games. But yeah, I mean that's the thing I keep forgetting, and then it gets slapped in my face that like, hey, even though you're still playing these games, you're old, buddy.
Yeah, you are. But you know what? I mean, it's fun, and although I will say, I mean, it is. I think getting older is fine. And playing video games is also fun. And combining those two things, there's nothing wrong with that if it's still a hobby that you enjoy. And if they want to save some money while you're doing it, maybe it'll feel better about it,
Yeah, I suppose so.
Save your pocketbook. I don't think it should be one of the things that triggers your depression about aging and getting older.
Mission
But,
accomplished.
Yeah, I guess it is the weird things that trigger us, I suppose. But nonetheless, if you are looking for, when does that go into effect? Soon? Now? It's on?
I think now, allegedly. This is a national story though, so we haven't talked to the Dave & Buster's folks for a minute. But yeah,
maybe just maybe you could save yourself some time and some cash and go in there and grab yourself some lunch, Dave & Buster's. They got good food there.
yeah,
man.
you're right.
So
It's been a minute since we had some lunch at Dave & Buster's.
It's true. It is true. Maybe it's time for a go back and save ourselves some cash. What do you think?
Yeah.
So next year, lunch is on you at Dave & Buster's, pal. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, your chance to win some more tickets from us. We got some bad impressions. They're next on the X Rocks.
So far, I'm not impressed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Yes, indeedy. And we have a superb prize for you. Tickets to Kubla Khan TX at the Knitting Factory tomorrow night. The show's sold out. So that's cool. One of the hottest bands around right now. So let's get you to the show. You just need to figure out the clues to the very famous person in Bad Impressions.
208-287-1003. If you'd like these tickets for tomorrow night's show at the Knitting Factory, all it takes is 3 clues. That's what Big J is going to give to you. If you can figure out who that famous person is in 3 clues or less, congratulations. These tickets become your tickets, and hopefully that'll make your Monday. Hello, the X.
Good morning.
Morning. Hi, who's this?
This is Casey.
All right, Tacey, you're up first. Good luck.
I won an Oscar playing opposite of Bradley Cooper in Silver Linings Playbook.
Next.
I got to play Mystique a few times in the X-Men universe.
Next.
Maybe you know me better as Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games.
Gosh dang it. Jordan was in my guy. Oh gosh, I can't think of her name.
Listen, this happens to me every day.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right, Tazy. It happens. Thank you for playing. Hello, the X.
Hey.
Hey, man, did you hear Big J's clues or do you need them again?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Aberdeen.
Then who is Big J trying to be?
Is it not Scarlett Johansson?
Is it Scarlett Johansson, Big J?
No.
It is not Scarlett Johansson, but thank you for playing along. Hello, the X.
Yeah, this is Chad.
All right, Chad, who's
Chad?
Big J trying to be?
Jennifer Lawrence.
That is right.
Good job, man. Hang on 1 second. We will hook you up with those Kubla Khan TX tickets. Why is Jennifer Lawrence in the news?
Listen, be careful if you're ever at Jennifer Lawrence's house. You might be eating leftovers that were thrown in the garbage. So apparently, she had Robert Pattinson stop by her house after finishing work nearby. And he said, hey, do you have any food? I'm so hungry. Weird thing for a friend to stop by and say.
Yeah, as a guest?
But in Lawrence, apparently, she panicked because her fridge was empty and recently discarded some food. While Patterson used the bathroom, she pulled the leftovers in the trash and served him. Her friends were shocked. He ate the food without realizing it.
Does it say what kind of food it was?
No. But apparently, I think this was there was a party or a get together, and he was late for the whole ordeal.
Huh.
So it's not like they were in there for days or something. But we've all pulled something out of the garbage, right? And eaten it.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. What is the last thing you pulled out of the garbage and ate?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm sure it's been something.
You sure it's been something, though? Yeah, no, I can't think of a situation where that has happened in my life. That probably shouldn't shock a lot of people, but once it's in the garbage, Big J, forever unclean.
Yeah,
And
forever unclean.
Because it does then cohabitate with other garbage that is in there that very much is garbage. And so unless it's like in some sort of protective case and it was an accident and was done like in 2 seconds, I cannot see that being a thing that would ever cross my mind even.
So that makes Robert Pattinson forever unclean.
Yeah, he's a garbage eater, and he makes me sick. But also, maybe he got what he deserved. What are you doing walking into somebody's house and going, hey, I am famished. What do you got to eat around here? Like, that's just being a bad guest. That might be entitlement more than anything else, Big J. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, a little bit weird. That's for sure.
Strange thing for people to say.
Rich people, though.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, have your butler whip up something, Jennifer Lawrence. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We will wrap up the show here next on the X Rocks. Brand new music from Of Mice and Man Wake Up. Wrapping up the Morning After with Nick and Big J on this particular Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It feels so good. We had the first clue in the murder mystery given today. Wrong guess, but you got 2 more opportunities to hear that clue in case you missed it. 12:30 with Jason Drew, 5:30 with our very own Big J, filling in for Adam today. So you'll have another shot at that, another pass at it, if you will. And, of course, we had a chance to give away some more Kubla Khan TX tickets. That's going to continue tomorrow. And Big J got an A for his weekend grade from his wife. Dude, has to feel pretty good.
Feels good, man.
And that leaves you the floor, sir.
It was a morose weekend, Nick. We talked about Doug Martin.
Yes.
That was sad. Also, Sam Rivers, the bassist for Limp Bizkit, passing away unexpectedly as well, set the tone for a lot of the folks in the music industry, sending out their best wishes to his friends and family, and the rest in peace and all of that. So, major bummer over the weekend, man.
Another situation of like you never know the kind of battles going on inside somebody. He's battling liver cancer for a while, and that show that they played with Metallica in August was the last one. He was in like the hospital the day before or something like that. I mean, it's just crazy. And certainly, will be missed for sure. And the eulogies and the well wishes that are happening all over the internet are certainly heartfelt for Sam. There's no doubt about it. Never had a chance to meet him, but I've heard nothing but nice things.
Yeah, me either.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, Mr. Jason Drew. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. It's the X Rocks.